Welcome back to Technetics. In this video, I'm going to test one of the Deepseek's prominent ability. Yes, I'm going to test coding skill. Using Deepseek's R1, I'm going to develop a complete end-to-end working Python fast API application for to-do list with lightweight database. Let me show you how efficient this model is. For this demo, I'll be using WebWatchdog Deepseek. For that, let's go to deepseek.com. Then click on Start Now button. It's a free access. You can go ahead and register yourself. Perfect. You can see there is a warning message due to large-scale malicious attacks on DeepSeek services. Registration may be busy. Please wait and try again. Luckily, I have registered yesterday myself. So I was playing around, so just I registered. So for the new user, you may have to wait and try to register yourself. The way you register, you can click on sign up and use your email ID and set up your credentials. Or if you are logged in with the browser, use login with Google. So it uses Google's authentication process and uses Gmail ID and register itself. So I have logged in. This is how the interface looks like. You have a sidebar and you can create and deep think R1. Perfect. And you can have a integrated search. So for any live data you want to get, you can click for. So let's go ahead and put a prompt. Okay. Let's see the response. It is thinking. It's going to take some time. The way it thinks is really good because you see, while it's thinking, I can read it. Okay, so the user wants to create a fast API application for a CRUD to-do list. Let me break down the requirements. They needs fields like a category ID, title, category, description, due date. Also, that data should be stored in lightweight Python-based database, probably SQL-like, since it's a builder and easy to set up. Then there is a need for nice-looking UI for CRUD operations and the API interface. Perfect, because it's really thinking SQL-like. Even I was thinking, I didn't mention, but it took that. Then first I'll start with setting a fast API app. Fast API app has a good support for both REST API and serving static files for the front end. So the structure will have backend routers for the API and front end routes. So the HTML templates, awesome. And it uses SQL Alchemy for the ORM. With SQL, it makes sense because this is what typically the developer think and they do. It's really good. That way, the model can be defined with the required fields. The database interactions are handled through sessions. Fields mention title, category, decision, and description, due date. Due date should be a date and field. So I'll need to make sure that's correctly handled in both the model and Pydantic schemas, because Pydantic schemas always goes with fast API because that's a model which we use. And also daytime is a major place where we get stuck with Python. Okay. Now it talks about next schemas. Using Pydantic model will help with the data validation. It's justifying why it is using Pydantic. Models will help with the data validation, and the to create schema will include all the necessary fields. It's really good. It's really thinking like a developer and giving all the instruction. Then the CRUD operation, the API endpoints need to handle create, read, update, and deleting tools. Each endpoint will interact with the database using SQL Alchemy for the read operations, getting all to-dos and getting a single to-do by ID are necessary. This is usual. This is what we do. First, you get the list, otherwise, get by ID. That's a typical developer mindset. That's what the core requirement. Okay. Then user interface fast API, you can serve static files, Jinja template. Perfect. That's a perfect combination because Jinja can be used for it. Then I'll create HTML templates for listing to dos, adding to do, editing. Everything is very good. And for styling with CSS, that needs to make look nice. So it took Bootstrap. That is what every developer choice would be. When you say any UI with Bootstrap, that's where nice looking way comes in. Then it's really it gives all the way daytime HTML. Okay. Then it's not through the testing part, creating to do through the UI should add it to the database, editing should be update the fields, and the deleting should remove it. The API endpoint should return JSON data, which can be tested using curl or postman. But you can't think anything else, right? Because that's what you do. And here we go with the program. So the first one is main.py. It has a major code chunk. Okay. It has get, put, delete. Then we have HTML response. Then DB setup. Then we have a template that is one index.html. Then you have a CSS. Then it is talk about how do you go ahead and set up this, what are the required libraries, then the way you run, how do you run main.py, then you have the way you access is 800 and API interface, it gives you API slash to do. Awesome. Let's go ahead and check this program. I want to create the environment, copy paste, and I'm not going to edit anything. Let us see how it works. Okay, I've created the project structure for this Python program. I created a to-do list environment, a virtual environment, and I created all the file whatever it showed in the Deepseek main.py, then static style.css, templates, what's the index.html, all of the. Now let's go ahead and install the required library. So let's follow the instruction. Copy this and go ahead and install. So I have tried earlier, it should give. Awesome. So it's all just right. So it's installed. Okay. The what is the next instruction talks about it? It says Python main.py. Perfect. It's running. Now let's go ahead and access this. Awesome. So other than to the project setup, you have not done anything. I have not done any other changes. Okay. Just copy pasted the code, created the structure, and nice looking UI is ready. Let's see. So title, maybe need to pick grocery category. Okay, important. It can be anything. Just putting some random. Okay, give it a date and description. As of now, let's keep this itself. Add. Nice. Okay, so let's do the next one. Need to pick child, kid from pick child from school. Definitely will not forget. Just I'm just putting some random data. Okay. important, pick something. This is say Monday. Okay. So this is about add. Let's see for the edit. Let's see the unstop child. Let's make it kid. Later. Okay. So maybe once you've done it, and it is having nice looking alarm, and it's perfectly all right. There is no flaw or there is nothing you can complain about it. And let's check with the delete part. Say this one. Imagine if you have done it. Awesome. You can do add, modify, delete within a couple of minutes using Deepseek. It's really very impressive. This the code the way it works, it's perfectly right. Now let us check the API part. One of the important thing with fast APIs is a good part. The Swagger API as a API where you can do the API testing also. So the endpoint was slash docs. Awesome. You can see. For example, you want to see all the this one. You can check this. Try it out. Okay, you should check here. Maybe on Melee. Okay, and this is the response, right? Awesome. So the way it helps a developer the fast API is you don't need really. You can integrate with API, however, it helps you with the Swagger as a default docs plus API testing may make it so easy. Now let us check the database part. In order to do that, you go ahead and kill the server and restart and see whether the data is still intact. The way we kill it, just put Control C, then go back. Okay, close the tab, then restart. Okay, that is your localhost. Nice. So it is still there. Your data is intact. So you have created completely fully functional CRUD application within couple of minutes using Deepseek AI. My verdict on this really this outperforms, especially on the Python coding. This really awesome, which really have because I've done some couple of videos with other models. We have to tweak something, but I did not do anything at all. Just copy pasted the code and ran. It works like a charm.